You are surrounded by abundance. Breathe it in. It's already yours. The universe is listening. Speak your desires into light. The garden grows because you believe. This is your time. Welcome to Manifestation Monday. You are surrounded by abundance. Breathe it in. It's already yours. The universe is listening. Speak your desires into light. The garden grows because you believe. This is your time. Welcome to Manifestation Monday. And welcome to Everything Looping. Welcome to Manifestation Monday. Welcome to the village. Welcome. We are village people. That's the way it is. That's the way I figured. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Did we have a weekend or what? It was just filled with busy, productive, good things. All is well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm just so happy. I'm sorry I'm a little late. StreamYard is a little, yeah. YMC, right, exactly. So, my darlings, we are here because I've got a little something to share with you. I got a lot of stuff. Hello, my darlings. And for those of you who were not able to go be with us yesterday, because I know Sunday's busy, there's football, there's family, all these things. We really, all of you came out for Mike. Right now, Mike is at 17,000. Let me look. $17,090. You all sent me another 120,000 that I sent over. So this is going to be, it hasn't credited yet because it came from Venmo. I don't know what that's all about, but I'm going to follow up. And let's go. Now hang tight because, my darlings, we may have to do this for Kelsey Fitzsimmons. She's going through a mess, but right now that is wonderful. Now, before we get started, I got a bunch of stuff to share with you. First of all, and it's good stuff. First of all, how do you like these? They are brand new. Not 120,000, my darling. It is $120 on top of $17.90. Did I say 120,000? Well, let's just manifest that for Mike. How's that? A beautiful, look at these glasses. Do we not love those? I love those. These are in, if you like them, you can get them for yourself. They are in my wish list. And let me thank, I got a bunch of stuff. Laura Darby for these. Thank you. And look, a little tortoiseshell and of course black frames, because I'm all about the black frames, but I wanted, the other ones are a little heavy. The frame is they're a little thick, they're a little heavy, but these are perfection. Not only that, they come with these little black pouches. And, I'm all about the lipstick. I'm all about the eyeglasses. Hello. You can go to my wish list and pick you out some. These are the 1.25. And listen, they are not expensive. Hello, my darling. Candy is in the chat. Hello. Pardon me, they are not expensive. Now I'm going to show you. I got more goodies. You guys, I'm telling you. Look at this, Mitchell. Why is Valerie Bertinelli doing the stream? Listen, I need to send my picture to Valerie and say, hey, put me in central casting. I'll do a cooking show for you, Valerie. And that was a compliment. That's what attorney Nan Gallagher said. And yesterday, pardon me, I'm just honored to have everybody here because, of course, Mike dropped in to say hello. We had Boston Bia and DJ from Calling All Beings, the cab, and attorney Nan Gallagher stayed with us for over 3 hours, talking, sharing, reading cards, doing all kinds of goody things. Hello. Yes. Yes. Now I'm going to show you something else. This comes from Martha Ivy. And I saw you in here, you little stinker, because I love you, and those are love words. Now, this is my iPad, very well used. You can see I need a new cover. My iPad, very well used. And look at this. We raised it. It was, I think it's right around $1,200 that we raised, Granny. I think it was over $1,200. Now, Martha Ivy, are you ready? I don't know if you have heard this on TikTok. I don't know, Talkie Tick, wherever. They say, oh, we need a house purse, a house bag. So I thought, you know what? That's a good idea, though, because I can take a tote from room to room when I'm working on things, and I can have everything in one place. Look at what. Now, this was in my wish list, and I'm just going to be bold and say it. I wouldn't mind having another one or 8, right? Because it's all organized. And look at this. Look at that. Am I not using it already? Look, there is the little, we've got the cat whisperer in the side pocket. These are the phone covers. I've got 2 of them in here, by the way. Extra phones that I use for cameras. It's got another pockets on the end. Let me see what's on there. I don't know. Something is on there. Sticky. I don't know what it is. I think it's from the packaging. Packaging. Yes. Okay. Because it came in a sticky package. Then it's got this nice zippered. Hello. Should I work for, what is it? QVC? And then look at this. Look at this. All of my planners, my new planners, everything's staying there. And that is a great bag. So thank you so much. Thank you, Martha, for sending this. And you know what? This was an old makeup bag that I did not know what to do. You know, because I don't carry it in a handbag. Look at this. The QVC Psychic, that's right. I put all my pens, a thumb drive, a remote for a fan that I have over here, and then my highlighters and pens. Hello. And if you don't have one of these, if you work from home or you do anything like this, oh my gosh, enjoying it, Martha. It's like, hello, all except for this little sticky bit. And I'm going to have to wash that. I didn't notice it, but it's all good. And you know what? It's kind of this hard canvas, but you know what? It comes, pardon me. It comes with a hard bottom. And I just set him right here. Right. Oh, hello. I just set him right there beside me. And then if I want to go in my room and work, because there's plenty of room to put the old iPad in there. I stuck my pencil here. I need a new, you can see how well I use things. So when I travel, Thank you. That was actually a cough, but I'll take the Gesundheit. Okay. So when I travel, I just put everything, my work goodies in there, and skippity doo dah, I'm out of here. Like, instead of hunting all around, do you do that? Hunt all around, just hunt. Let me turn this phone. Do not disturb. Don't disturb me. So we're not done. We're not done. Then I got another lipstick from Laura Darby. See, I pick all these out, put them on. Look at this lipstick. Oh, hello. Welcome, fall. Hello. Is that not gorgeous? Hello. This was a lipstick that I got from someone. I can't even remember who. I've got everything written down. But thank you. Now we're not done. Now, check this out. You all, I have to do this because you all need the accolades. This, let me see. I want to make sure I give everybody the right. This is a little box, and look at this sweet box. Merry Christmas is right, but look at this cup. Talk about tea time. Is this not so bloody well adorable and in person? And man, it's a great size. It's not, you get these really cute cups and they're like these little one swig and it's over. You got to keep going. Nope. Look at this. Kitties and books galore. What else is there in life? We're not done. You guys are so generous. Let me put this over here. We're not done. Life is good. Now wait till you see these. I love this cup too. You can see all these things. If you would like them for yourself, you can see them all in the wish list. This is from Cheryl, L-E. Cheryl, L-E, with the L-E. Cheryl F. Now, let me see. These are more plates. You've seen the plates. I'm just going to take one out. But talk about generous, beautiful souls. Hello. You guys just go wild. And this is good for me because you know why? I am not a good receiver. Seriously. And this is forcing me to say, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Look at the plates. Is that not adorable? I have a set like this already. There's a cat. There's other things. Beautiful, beautiful. I think you've seen them before, but you've not seen these next things. And then we're done. I feel like, hello, this is Zelda's unboxing video day. Look at this. Hello. My son goes to the door and he's like, Mom, you get, I know, my community has gone wild. Thank you so much. I love there's a cat and there's some other things. Pardon the noise. I'm opening this box. Another beautiful Lennox box. Thank you, Martha. Thank you. Wait till you all see these. These are the matching cups that goes with the plate. Look at these. Boo. And little kitties. That's one. Look at the haunted house. These are so cute. I'm kind of afraid to, I'll use them when I move. Cups. Yeah. And look, see the little plate and the cup. Now, how absolutely adorable would that be to have a little get together with some little snackies, kibbles and bits. Look at this. So the cups match the plates. So generous of each and every one of you. Let me put this back and then we'll get started. So I think the cups are the best. I love the cups. Well, they're all beautiful. They're all beautiful. And I'm very grateful and thank you. Pardon me for making the noise. So thank you, thank you. And they're the Lennox. But if any of you like any of these little goodies, go get them for yourself. They are in the wish list, in the Amazon wish list, my darling. So go on and have a good time. The peach pie, that is coming. Each one is just, I'm blown away. And they're so useful. I mean, I got that. I looked down. If you would see beside me, I better move this cup. I'm afraid I'll dump it. That would not be nice, girl. Because I love the cup. I love it all. So I was looking, and this brings me to something. Okay. Groovy Cheryl, you call here like in the Winchester Mystery House, right? Yes, I wouldn't mind having that mystery house. I've never been there. I'd love to go. I doubt if I get there, but I would love to be there. So thank you so much. Very gracious of each and every one of you to send me so much goodies. I'm going to tell you this. Yes, Standing Stones sent me this beautiful painting. And every time I try to show it, it's got a lot of green in it, and it fades out because of the green screen. I am going to show it to you again. I did post it in the community tab. You might want to stop over and scroll down, see the painting, because it is beautiful. So, time to knock on the manifestation door. Time for Zelda to get a drink, and here we go. I'm going to tell you how a lot of this came about. Let me move this microphone. I was thinking the other day, because some of you have had difficulty picking up a rice jar. Now, this little guy is filled. I've got another one that's filled with a particular little subject that I want. And love you too, my darling Standing Stones. It's wonderful. You guys are wonderful to me. And I thought every time, and I bet there's not a manifestation Monday or any other video that goes by that someone doesn't say, what kind of a jar am I supposed to use? What are we supposed to do? And even though there is the ebook, so I'm going to show you this. Now, this is what I did, but I'm going to show you. Here we are. Here we are. You literally add rice as you go, but here's what puts it on steroids. Here's what put it on steroids for me. Okay, so I undid it so I could show you. This is my little rice bowl. He's a pretty little fellow. I don't cook with him anymore because he's too small to do some things, and he's not really nice oven proof. So there we go. A rice bowl. You're going to do a rice bowl. You don't have to have a jar with a lid. Get a pretty bowl. It can be any bowl. Brass, copper, metal, glass, milk glass, clear. Just something that you like and something that will not be disturbed. But I'm going to show you what I did. I put the rice in here. See this? There goes some money. That's what I wanted. I got some other things in there that are written. You can see them in there. They're not falling out right now, but that's okay. There's my rice bowl. Now, when I picked out these glasses and when I picked out that tote, that canvas tote, I actually, and I'm going to use one of these as these are the gift receipts, but I'm going to use this as an example. I wrote on a piece of paper, I would like these glasses. I think they make the shape of my face look good, a lot better. They are not so heavy framed. They don't overwhelm my face. I just wrote it all down. Folded it up. There's some still folded in that jar. There you go. Now, the tote bag. The tote. This is actually Martha's receipt. The tote bag. I found that. I saw that little talkie tick 30-second thing. And it's these women who are my age, give or take a few years, that basically said, my life changed when I had a house tote, a house purse. And I'm thinking, no purse is going to cut it for me, baby. I need something, a janitorial size wheelbarrow because I got too much stuff. I wrote down on my paper, I want a house tote. I want a place that I can keep all my planners. I want a place that I can keep all my writing books. I want a place where if I want to take my iPad somewhere, I can take it. I want a place where I can keep all my art supplies, including my crayons, when I want to design something like cards or art for the channel. Yes, I'm old school. I buy crayons. I like that. I want several pockets. I want a sturdy bottom. I want this and this and this. I'm looking on Amazon and I'm like, oh, there it is. Okay. I set it on the shelf. Now, here's what puts it on steroids. Okay. You don't have to keep unscrewing the top. You don't have to do it that when you walk by, you can pull one of these out. Oh, yeah. That's that tote. Oh, that'll be so marvelous. You start envisioning it. Put it back in. Oh, wow. This is wonderful. Hello, Rice. The glasses, I think will look great on me. I would like a black pair. I like these multicolor, these ombre type ones. Every time I pass this, and I have it on another little table in the hall that the kitties can't jump in and, whatever. When I go past there to go to my room, when I go past there to go to my water closet, I come out of there, I go into the kitchen, I come into my office, I go into, I don't know if that's a dining room or what, but it's just one big room. Every time. This is great that this is coming in. Money is coming to my channel. Money is coming to me for what it is. And rice is spilling on the floor. That means I get to vacuum tomorrow. And I keep pulling these things in here. This is going to be great. Now, am I going to take those out? No, not yet. I'm not going to take them out. So here's the thing. I don't want you to get stuck on, oh, is there a particular jar? Is there a particular this? Is there a particular? Don't get stuck. The details, it's the intention, okay? So any rice will do. If you don't have rice, use oats. So now I'm going to tell you what this is all about and why it is on steroids. Get your little notebooks out, my darlings, because white is okay, dark is okay, anything. So don't get lost in that, well, I don't have a particular so and so. Anything is okay. It's what you it's setting your intention. Now, hold on, my darlings. You might want to take a few notes, or you're probably going to have to watch this again. Because here's the thing. The bowl. This is the vessel. This is going from a rice jar to a rice bowl, transforming your manifestation vessel. So your rice jar is the container of intention. Your rice bowl is the container of your intention. You seal it away with your desires, your prayers, your affirmations into grains, oats, rice. You can use seeds if you want to. You let them incubate. It's all about your planting, your trusting, and then your patience. Now, here's where the bowl comes in. This is where it all blossoms. So when you shift from your rice jar to your rice bowl, you are opening your manifestation to the universe. The bowl represents abundance on display. Instead of being hidden, because this is where you're starting, your intentions are now radiating outward. The bowl invites nourishment, community, sharing, flow. It is active energy, and it is no longer passive energy. The benefits of the bowl is because it's visible, you see it daily. It reinforces your focus. It's just like when I walk from, there's a kitty back here playing in an Amazon box. So just like when I walk from my bedroom, my water closet into the kitchen, I pass it. It reinforces my focus. It's an amplification. It's energy that is no longer sealed in your rice jar. So there's nothing wrong with your rice jar. You can keep it. But this puts it on steroids, my darlings, because now you're broadcasting this out. It's open. And this signifies your abundance symbol. It is a full bowl, a reminder that you are already provided for. The bowl is full, it's abundance. You're not lacking, it's not empty. Think of it as a full belly and an empty belly. This is a sacred offering. The bowl doubles as almost an altar piece. We're not going to go there, not really, but it's an offering of your intention to spirit. So here's what to do with it. Daily stir it. Clean hands. Make sure you don't keep this in your bathroom. Okay? Clean hands or a small spoon. I just use my finger. Stir the rice clockwise while repeating an affirmation. Boy, I sure do like those. Thank you for my tote. Thank you for my glasses. Thank you for the money that I am provided. That charges it. You place a coin or a sigil, money. You can put a crystal in there. That charges it. You refresh it. You change the rice every moon cycle or every season. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I haven't changed my rice, and it is still going. I will be changing my rice come the harvest moon, because I want that to all be about harvesting and the abundance of the harvest. Burying the old rice in the earth when you're done as an offering. So when you're done using it, you go outside. You don't have to bury it. You just kind of sprinkle it on the ground. And that's all you have to do. You keep the bowl where energy flows. The kitchen, near the front entrance, where you pass it going to and fro, and it's all about prosperity. I want you to think of the jar as planting the seed and the bowl. See, you've planted the seed of what you want in the jar, but the bowl, and you don't have to use a small bowl, you can use a large bowl. You can have you can have a 20-gallon bowl. That's up to you. By transforming your rice jar into a rice bowl, you're declaring to the universe, here I am. The universe knows my name, and I am ready to receive. Now, here's a few things that I want you to remember. Why are you using rice? Why is it so important to have rice? Rice is a universal symbol of life and sustenance. Rice, in some areas of the world, is the only thing that they have, and it keeps them going. Rice is one of the oldest cultivated grains on earth, and it feeds billions for thousands of years. Because it is a staple food around many cultures, it carries the vibration of a life force. So it's nourishment, it's survival, it's all about attracting energy. And when you work with rice, you're working with energy of enough. I will always be provided for. And that's where your affirmation has to be. I will always be provided for. I will always be provided for. Multiplicity and abundance abide here. A simple handful of rice, like in this little bowl right here, contains hundreds of grains. Each grain of rice can represent a prayer, an intention, or a blessing. The sheer number of the grains creates a natural amplifier for your manifestation work. So just as a seed can produce a whole harvest, one thought can multiply into reality. In many Asian and African traditions, rice is given as an offering to ancestors and deities. In weddings and celebration, rice is thrown, not anymore in many around here. But rice, as a tradition, had been thrown to bless an abundance, fertility, and especially prosperity in all things. It's considered a carrier of prayer, a medium, that liaison through which energy can be stored and transferred. Rice is accessible, it's simple, it's humble, it reminds us of manifestation and doesn't require luxury. It's absorbent, both physically and energetically, just as rice absorbs water. So I want you to think about that. When you cook water, how I make my rice, and it turns out perfect every time, 1 cup of rice sauteed till it starts getting nutty looking, 3 cups of water. The volume of the rice that you get that's perfect every time is unbelievable, because it holds 3 times the water that it absorbs. It's believed to absorb your intentions as well. So think of your thoughts as the water. Think of all that and hold them until you're ready to release. White rice, in particular, symbolizes purity and clarity, and it is a clean slate for your affirmations. So in essence, rice is the perfect manifestation tool because it is both earthy and sacred. It feeds the body, it cherishes the soul, and it carries the vibration of feeding the spirit. That's why a rice jar. Now, I want you to know this. A Japanese doctor, Dr. Emoto, I believe is his name, did the same thing with water. You're not cooking the rice. So that was an example. It's an example of how rice absorbs. This is raw, uncooked rice. you want to use uncooked rice. That's the whole thing. Hold on. Wait a second here. In Jesus' almighty name, every presence will flee in this instance. Okay. But thank you so much. You're not eating it. Let's not lose sight of what we're doing, okay? We're not going to lose track. We're not going to do any of that. You use rice because it has for centuries been that sustains us in many ways. So Japanese doctor Emoto, let me check my little thing here. I've got to check this. Okay, I heard somebody texting me and I better check because, hey, you never know. So Dr. Emoto was the same one who did the same thing as the water experiment, where he had one rice jar that basically said, here is the rice jar. Or here, we did the water. Here's the water. I love you, I love you, I love you. And here's water in another jar. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. And wow, both water molecules changed. And the same thing happens with it. The same thing happens with the rice. Many times people have said, I've got this rice jar. It's not working. In fact, my rice is getting moldy. How is it getting moldy? It's not even cooked. It's getting moldy. Well, what are you doing? I'm looking at it every day and thinking, why are you not working? What's wrong with you? Now listen, if somebody was talking to me like that, I wouldn't be working either. I want you to think about this a second, okay? Think about it. Let's go. Think about it. First of all, you change the rice during your full moon or a new moon, either one. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I have not changed my rice, and it is working. And it's because I daily, you're so good, you're working so well, blah, blah, blah. But I will change for the harvest moon. And then you sprinkle this around. Okay? Okay? Now, the other thing, okay? That's right, Groovy Cheryl. So thing is, the rice absorbs your dream as well as the moon's rays, the service of the universe. Yes. So make a rice bowl. Make a rice bowl. There is, listen, I don't know who made that comment. I agree. Jesus is all things. But I got to tell you, there's nothing woo-woo. There's nothing demonic. There's nothing about this except physics. Nothing but physics. Physics, and let's keep focused now. Physics is what makes this work, because physics are based on the laws of attraction. Like last week we had the law of entanglement. This week we have the law of attraction. We have the rice jar. Because here's the thing. You're learning the laws of attraction so you can manifest. Let's not get those messed up. You're learning how to attract so you can manifest. Now, someone in here asked what the paper are for. You write down your intention. You write down what you want. And then when you walk by it, or you're stirring it daily, I mean, I catch myself playing in this. Hello, I've got a rice mess under my desk. And That's right, JMS. That's right. Absolutely. The water. Can I tell you this? I'm going to tell you this. Wait a minute. Where's my little water bottle? Water. Do you know how many people that I know, and I've done it myself, but I've got a lot going on and I don't pay attention to it. Bad Zelda, smack. But heck yeah, put lottery tickets in the bowl. But be careful, don't put the losing lottery ticket. Put a piece of paper that says, I won the lottery. I won, not I will win. I won the lottery. I will use a lot of my money to help others. But look at this water. Look at the water. Now, I'm going to tell you what you can do with this. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not making any guarantees here. And disclaimer, okay? I'm not saying this. I'm just saying you can try it. I know many people, and I've done it myself, that when you take a water bottle or a bottle of water, thank you, Courtney, I love you. If you take a bottle of water and you say, water bottle, water in the bottle, every time I drink you, you are flushing my system and I am getting rid of excess, I'm shedding excess poundage or whatever, stone, if you want to say that. And listen, I know of one woman who has done this. She lives in California. All she does is charge her water. When I drink the water, I'm shedding the pounds. When I'm drinking the water, I'm shedding the pounds. Thank you. She buys whole water, the big cases of water, and she charges the whole water. When I'm drinking the water, I'm shedding the pounds. She didn't exercise. She didn't do anything else. Pardon me. She didn't do anything else. Sorry, I did that because I drank something fuzzy before I came on. Okay, so anyway, it's the same thing. If you sit here and you say, oh God, I hate water. I hate water. I hate drinking it. It tastes crappy. But you drink it anyway? What do you think it's going to do to your body? You've already set an intention in it. Hello? It's like, ladies, it's like walking out and you feel like $1 million and one person out of 5,000, one person looks at you and says, that dress really looks janky on you. What do? Oh, maybe it does. Now I don't feel good. Maybe I need to change. Does this make my butt look fat? All those things that goes along with it, right? It's the same thing. Watch what you say. Watch what you do. And when you do it intentionally. Don't walk around, because I'm going to tell you something. That woman who called me and said, my rice jar is not working and I've got mold in it. I just think this is crazy. Rice? How can rice buy me a new house? My husband is a loser. How can this rice we have to eat the rice. My husband is a loser. There's no talking any sense into somebody like that because you can't do it for you. These are things that you have to do for you, right? These are things you have to do for you. And now make your food work for you. If you're on medication, make your medication work for you. Hold up your little bottle. Where's my bottle of antibiotics? I was suffering with this tooth thing. I'm telling you. I didn't say anything, but I think either Friday or Thursday night, Saturday night, whatever it was, my face felt like it was doing this. And I'm telling you. I went to bed and I thought, holy moly, what am I going to do? The pain. And my gum was burning and everything else. And I got up. This water, plus, and I had my little bottle of antibiotic. This water and the antibiotic is going to go in there and it is going to wreak havoc on this pain. It is going to take this away. So I want you to know, okay? I want you to know the things that you're putting in the body work for you. Make them work for you. This food, why do you think we pray over food? Now, food is not going to change the physiology of a pig or the anatomy of these animals that we're not supposed to eat, like shellfish and all this other stuff. That is another show. But this food is to nourish my body. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. I'm thankful for the people. I'm thankful for the farmers. I'm thankful for where it came from. And I'm thankful for where I had it today. And you see, it turns everything. It all flows together. Because remember, in everything we do, we are to give thanks, including the rotten stuff, including the bad stuff. Because when we ask for wisdom and understanding, and we are supposed to do that according to the book of James, we better be prepared. Because sometimes wisdom and understanding isn't so good. It isn't so happy. Hello. You got to be prepared. But starting by putting your rice bowl on steroids. Write it down. Put things in there. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. Be specific. Be specific. If you want a box, thank you very much, Matthew. If you want a box of crayons, put in there, I want a box of crayons that's got a beautiful color of red, a luscious color of green, sunny yellow, a gorgeous pink. Makes me happy when I draw with these. That's how you do it. You just don't, I want a box of crayons. Then if you get a crappy box of crayons, whose fault is that? Right? So be specific. Be specific. So you can put the bowl in the window for moon exposure. You certainly can. I do. I don't put it outside anymore. I don't put my bowls and stuff outside because I've got neighbors that look at me like, I got to tell you this story. Live in a college district. Give me a second. I live in a college district. And there's a lot of turnover because the college kids in and out, in and out, in and out. Aside having parties, one upstairs, I think this young lady was afraid of me. And I don't know why. I think she was. And I mean, I didn't do anything. I'm just here. Hello. But I used to keep my front windows open and did not realize that just beyond the walkway of the front window, there's a walkway that comes to my unit. On the other side of the walkway are bushes, and then is like a little staircase that goes up to the ones upstairs that are little townhomes. I didn't realize this. I've got hello. Let me do this one for you. Are you ready? Here you go. What? So I had the windows open, and I'm sitting here reading for people where they call in, read. I read for them, talk to people, do videos, talking to people, doing lives. And she would sit out there on those steps and listen. I don't know what bothered her, but one time I caught her coming. I caught her coming outside of my window, and she laid a branch on my windowsill and kind of ran off and ran upstairs. And I thought, oh, she's looking for protection. So I made sure that I kept my windows closed. She didn't hear me. I didn't, because the one thing, you don't want people to feel uncomfortable. That's why when people come on, just like with Nan, just like with Kathy, did we not have a great time with Miss Kathy from Gossip, Rumor, and Innuendo? It's not that I'm scared or that I'm concerned about what I do. I want to respect other people. And if other people are afraid of it or they've not been around it and they don't know what to do, then I'm very careful. I don't, this is something you just don't want to push on somebody. I know those people that are on these platforms that, I'm a reader. How dare you even approach me and get into my airspace? Oh, pish, 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 posh, whatever. Hello, you're not any better than the rest of us. And the more they do that, it seems like the more they can't read anyway. So that's the bottom line. So when you're doing this sort of thing, like if you're expecting company, put your little rice bowl away so they don't look at you like, is the truck coming with that particular jacket to maybe put you in a rubber room, a rice jar? Hello. That's what you got to do. Mary Malarkey, you are adorable. Thank you very much. Hi, Lady Zelda. Would you mind explaining why she left a branch? It's a thing that it's kind of like a witch's bell, okay? The witch's bells, for those of you, I wish I could sell them. Things are so costly, and the post is so costly that I would make them and sell them or send them, and it's just too much. It's too costly. But it's all about, she charged a particular branch, and it was a little branch that did not have leaves on it, but like one on one end and one on the other. It was a seal of protection that she wanted to form a barrier between me and her, or whatever. Now, she was a beautiful young girl, but I don't know what that was all. I don't know what scared her. I don't know what it was. She should never have. If she's brave enough to come down here and put a branch on my windowsill, she certainly should not feel that I'm someone that she needs to be concerned about. So anyway, so that's the whole thing. And it's kind of like that. It's like a ward of protection. She was like, and it was done in a way so I wouldn't see it, but I happened to see her. And it was okay. It's okay. So there we are. You have bells on your front door? I'll tell you what, my great-grandmother used to have bells. And we would be there in the living room sometime. And my grandma, they had an old house that was like 100 years old. And they had lived there for a long time. At least 50 years of it. And when you came in the back door, they never used the front door. The front door came up on a little porch and then came right up into the dining room kitchen, little affair. But the back door we always used. And the back door, when we come in there, immediately to the right was the bathroom. And then you walked into the kitchen. So their doors were across from each other. It was a very simple layout type house. We would sit in the living room. Great-grandma would have the bells on the door, and she didn't have any animals. There was definitely no way a wind would be blowing. And all of a sudden we would hear the bells tinkle. And it's when she would be telling her stories, Civil War stories, ghost stories, all kinds of different little things. And, and my grandmother would look at us because it would scare my cousins, my sister, and I. And she would just she said, "Oh, they're here again. They're not going to get in." Okay. Okay, Grandma. Let her rip, Tater Chip. You got this. So anyway, back to the manifestation. Sorry, got off there. And by the way, there I am, your grifting psychic. But thank you so much for the gifts. That makes me so happy. Give me a second. I want to thank someone for becoming a new member, maybe renewing. Equal parts sympathy and outrage, became a YouTube member. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Were you going to teach us how to make a witch's bell? You know what? That might be a good, thank you, Patty. That might be a good thing for an little October activity. How to make witch's bells. What do you think? Put a 1 in the chat if we should have a little craft activity for our October, 31 days of October, and we can craft and do a little witch's bell. Put a 1 in there. What I can do is come up. That's a great idea, Patty. Bump to Patty. Oh, thank you so much, Equal Parts. Thank you for the upgrade. Thank you. Okay, I will do that. And, I'll put a little list of your little, things that I use that I'll need or that we need. And we'll just do it. The way I make my witch's bells is almost kind of like a native Indian dream catcher. It's kind of between a dream catcher and the witch's bells and a few other little goodies that you can put in there. And it's just all about, I know some people that just have a bell on a string and slap it on the door handle. That works too. But why not be, when you're fighting off the entities and the evil, why not look cute when you're doing it? Right? Hello. There we go. Patty has another question. Zelda, do we take out the paper with the intention on it when we manifest the thing that it was we wanted? Good question, because I manifested both of those things, the glasses and the tote. Now, I'm not going to take them out for a little while. I'm just going to let that all absorb. I'm going to see what happens. I'm not going to do it right away. So I wouldn't do it right away. I would just let it absorb. Why? Well, because the one thing, sorry, my eyelashes keep batting on my glasses here. Why? Because since those have manifested, thank you to you, pardon me, I just hit my nose. Thank you to you. Since they have just manifested, I want that good feeling. I want that feeling to overcome the rest of the rice bowl to say, oh, that's how it feels when you manifest. Yay. That's a good thing. Yay. Good. Happy day. So there we go. So, and don't feel silly when you talk to your rice bowl because, well, I mean, hello. In the house of Zelda, ask my son, right? So don't feel silly because I sit here and today I was like, hello, little rice. Thank you for absorbing all this beautiful abundance and prosperity. Because I'll tell you what else, because I have a channel. These channels, I have it in here for the channel. And the great part about this is this, okay? I put that in there for my channel last weekend. This weekend, look how many friends, we gained. And the people that I invited to the channel that I thought would show up didn't show up. The people that I was kind of like, oh, I wonder, I don't know these people's, yeah. The people that I wonder, the people, now, it wasn't just for the fundraiser for Mike. It's just been for some other things, because I think it's time I would just want to start inviting people on. And I don't hear back. Or I hear, sure, I'll get back to you. And then I hear, you know, I can't do a cricket, but that's what it was about. There we go. So yes. So I'm manifesting for both True Oracle and for this channel. Thank you very much for the little crickets, Martha. That's exactly what I heard. And I was pleasantly surprised. I got to tell you, pleasantly surprised. Kathy, yes, a resounding yes. She's fantastic. Of course, Boston Bia, DJ, Nan, a brand new friend to our channel. And Nan, if you're listening, thank you, my darling. And I want you to know that I got the absolute sweetest, delicious little message from Attorney Nan Gallagher today. And we had a little 2-paragraph exchange. And a thank you. And she will come on at any time she can if she's invited. Mike, we have a new friend. And see, these are people that have never, that normally I would not be their cup of tea. Normally this ain't their bag. Normally it is not their gig. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. It's about the people, the exchange. It's all about opening that part of your heart and mind to take a risk. And for me, I was taking a risk, because the one thing I don't want to do is have someone come on the channel that could be potentially, maybe, sort of, kind of combative, no believer, all those things, to the point where you think, what did I do that for? Don't want to upset the apple cart, because when this channel, I'm the old hippie, right? It's all peace, love, get along, don't cross me. See, that's a thing. Don't cross me. I know my boundaries. But I don't have anything to worry about, because nobody does. No, I mean, why? Nobody is here intentionally to do anything like that. So why invite that? So that was wonderful. That was wonderful. I don't know Mitchell. If Nan wants to say, she will. So yeah, Nan, but she made a remark how eerily the readings are. And, I take that as a compliment, because, if I sat here and everything I said was like, that's, no, that stinks. No. And I mean, seriously, there are some people that I can't read for. Why? Because they close themselves off. They don't want to be read for. And I don't want to invite problems. Combat. I'm not here to do combat. It's not worth it. Not worth it. Just skippity-doo-dah and go on. Kaylee has mentioning Lady Zelda OPI color Dutch tulips. I've heard about this. I'll have to check it out. Go to since 2000. Love it. Very close to Cajun shrimp. I'll be changing these shortly. And they're still on. I've had them on now. I do dishes. I do whatever. Sometimes if I have to get into the the bathroom work, and you know what I mean. I'll use the kitchen rubber gloves or something like that. They actually are purple. They're very pretty. But I just, because I can't have nails that I can't function. I mean, that's just the way it is. I just can't do it. Typing has been an issue. I have text people today in a language that is unknown. I'm getting used to it. So there we are. Let me see what else is going on in the chat here. So the reality of it is, you can manifest whatever, manifest whatever your little heart's desire. I'm manifesting a new home. I'll keep you posted. If you need a car, if you want a relationship, and be careful about manifesting a particular person, especially if that particular person is in another relationship. Be careful. Thank you, for Miss Jules, for saying this. This is important. Well, first of all, thank you, Tammy, and welcome to the channel, my darling. Thank you for being here. Insight, ability to understand what you need and want. Hasn't always been that way. But you know where that comes from? Giving myself permission. I'm allowed to feel. I'm allowed to want things. I'm allowed to feel a particular way that I want to feel. I am allowed. And that is freeing. Definitely. Miss Jules in Florida has a very good point. At this point in my career, I'm here to teach. I feel Zelda may be the same. Yes, but I feel that there's a new pathway coming. There's a new dawn. There's a new dawn coming. And it will be fantastic. But I have to complete where I am right now, if that makes sense. Am I anxious? Yes. I mean, not anxious as an anxiety. I'm excited, anxious. I want to get things going. But I do know that I have to complete what I'm doing here before I get promoted. And what happens when you get promoted? Well, you got to go through a little test. And I think that I'm passing okay. But that's not up to me. I got to do the best that I can with what I've got to work with. Honey, 2800, you are a kick, girl. Look at this. Manifest. That's right. Manifesting. When your intentions need an extra punch. Hiya. Wait a minute. There we go. Here, let's give it another little. That's right. That's a good one. That's a good one, honey. So right now, it's okay, Courtney. Don't worry about it. Right now, you just keep manifesting. How do you manifest when things don't seem? Bless you, Robbie. How do you manifest when things don't seem like they're manifesting? The Jackie Chan psychic. How do you manifest when things don't feel like they're manifesting? And it is hard. It's hard. A couple of weeks ago, I struggled. I'm going to tell you this. Oh, look at Grandmere. She got a little Nightbot warning, and it's only because you gave us hugs. And it's okay. We're going to ignore Nightbot in that because you were hugging all of us. So what happens? How do you get through it? Hi, Jess. Hello, my darlings. Because the world is chaotic right now. That's right. This past week has been. And it's because we went from closing the portal on the 9th we started, it's like we're starting a new time. A couple of weeks, 3 weeks ago, because I'm manifesting this new house, and the manifestation is all about helping this community or this corporation that is out of Virginia, who has a satellite office in Canada, and who are doing some things right now, and I'm advising consulting. And that's how I'm going to be getting my house and other things, because I've earned it. It's not just a gift. I've worked at this for a long time, so I've earned it. And I made a decision a long time ago when I went to work as a consultant with this corporation. It's a foundation, actually. When I went to work for this foundation, they wanted to give me a salary versus, and I said, no, I don't want a salary. And they said, what do you want? And I said, I want a percentage. So when you go through and when you do this and this and this, I want a percentage of the spoils, because I can make the salary, but I need that to get me to that place that I need to be for the house. I want a percentage. Well, Zelda, what does that mean? Does that mean you're going to be working for nothing? No, I'm not working for nothing. I'm working for my percentage. And if it doesn't come, you're going to have to work on getting something to work so it does. 3 weeks ago, pardon me, the CEO called me and said, I don't know if this is going to work. If this has worked, this may be our last chance. If this doesn't, and it just seemed like things were tanking and that it was going to be it. They weren't going to do anything anymore. And all of a sudden, all this emotion welled up inside of me. The first time in a long time, I wanted to cry, because I don't cry over this stuff. And I just felt like, oh my heck, this is a lot of time. But I never thought that I wasted my time, because for me, my time is an investment. And that's how you all have to be thinking about when you are investing and doing your gig. It's not a waste of your time. If you don't have money to invest, you invest your time. It's very simple, because the laws of attraction won't look at you. The laws of attraction, the universe does not wake up and say, oh, let's see, whose life can I ruin today? Well, there's little Zelda. I think we're just going to put a big old fat thumb on exactly what she wants to do. No, it doesn't happen that way. What happens is the universe doesn't sleep. But here's one for you, and I want you to remember. The universe is a mirror. I'm going to do a little thing here. I don't have a mirror, but I got a camera. And let's do the camera bit. Okay? There I am. Hello. You can see me in the camera, maybe. No, you can see. No, you can't see me in the camera. No, I can see me in the camera. Hello. Let's do it this way. I don't know how to do the back camera. Anyway, I should have figured this out before I got here. Let me see. I don't know about the back camera. Anyway, here's what you remember to do. It's just like when you look at the universe, you're looking in a mirror. You're looking in a mirror because many times we think the universe is this big and powerful Oz with the man behind the curtain and, whatever. It's not really that. The universe is a reflection. Our universe is a reflection of what we do. And that's why it's so important that what you do today will dictate what happens tomorrow. What you do tomorrow may dictate what happens the next 3 to 5 months or even 3 to 5 years. I look back and I think, wow, what I was doing 5 years ago has brought me to where I am today. And where I am today will bring me to where I will be in the next whatever. When you look at the universe, you're looking into a mirror, so it reflects back to you. So your thoughts, this is the mirror, this is the universe out here. So your thoughts of, gee, life sucks. The universe is going to go, you know what, Zelda? You said it, chick. Life sucks. You want some of that? We're going to give it to you. Here you go. Smack, smack, smack. But if you sit out here and you say, you know what? I look back and my life, even though things don't seem like they should be, or I look back and I think, my gosh, what a life I've had, even the good and the bad. I am so thankful. What a great life. The universe says, oh, Zelda, you want more? Here you go. And that's why you have to look at it that way. That's what your Rice Star is all about. So when all of that started happening and I felt all of this emotion start welding up inside of me, I thought, oh, I better be careful. I better be careful. Because the universe knows my name. Do me a favor in the chat and write, the universe knows my name. And the universe will call you out. And I ain't kidding. It will test you. You can't get promoted unless you get a test. Write in the chat, the universe knows my name. So now all of this, thank you everyone, because you're going to start seeing a big difference. So now, my darlings, and I want you to know this. I do the same thing with my looks. Now, y'all know I'm 65. I would show you my birth certificate, but, you know, we can't go back to the Civil War. That's why I say I don't care. I don't want to look old, so I don't. I want to look good for my age, so I do. Yeah, I wear makeup. Yeah, I wear the lashes. Yeah, I wear the nails. I do the things. But the universe knows my name. And I don't want to be this, oh, wow, Zelda looked good when she was, about 5 years ago, but hello, she looked like an old hag now. I'm fighting it every step of the way. So thank you very much, my darlings. So when all of this emotion started walling up and welding up within me, the universe knows my name. And I thought, oh, Zelda, this is your chance. You can prove yourself. Don't let go. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. And it was like this other Zelda that, the school marm Zelda, the nun Zelda came out. Zelda, don't you lose it. Because I started to. I could feel when I was talking to the CEO, I could feel my voice starting to crack. And I'm thinking, oh, that's not good. So I get off the phone quickly. I race in the room by myself. I get in the bathroom by myself. And I'm saying, you know what? If this is the way it's going to be, it's okay with me. I've come so far. This isn't going to stop me. This isn't this little thing is not going to make or break me. Because if this falls, no, Mitchell, my darling, if this falls or fails, when one door closes, it's not only going to open another door, it will open a window, and little Zelda will just go tickety boom right on out. And it was like it was seriously like this. I was overwhelmed in a very good way, with a very spiritual way. They came out and said, oh no, you ain't going to do that. You hold it together. When I said this, and I said, you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Life happens. It's okay. No worries. When I said that, the next morning, now the CEO is out of the country right now, and he called me and he said, you know what? You won't believe this. Oh yeah, I will. Yes, try me. I'll believe it. What's cooking? Well, I have this and this, and we have this and this. And tomorrow I'm flying here, and we're going to try to put this together. And today that I'm going to do that, and now I'm going to do this, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that, and I'm doing this. We're back in the saddle. Okay. I knew we would be. So you see how that turns around, and it has everything to, because listen, I had that listen, I've been there. I had this very short opportunity where I could have said, oh, I'm going to call this guy and cuss him out. How many of you have done that? Hello. No, we don't cuss people out, because that's burning a bridge, and we just don't do that. Here comes Sam. Hello. We don't cuss people out for things like this, because it was definitely out of his control. So what good is that going to do? It's just going to make me look bad, and it would make him question, by the way, the last person that got me earrings, these little sunshines were in the earring pack, and they are adorable. See, even Sammy likes them. Thank you so much. And here's the thing you don't want to happen. You don't want to act out. Now, the big thing is on the talkie tick, everybody crashes out. What? Okay, whatever. You don't want to crash out and then have that person that you're crashing out to say, hang up the phone and go, wow, that went downhill fast. She's a real nutbag. What am I doing with her in my organization? Maybe I should be happy that this happened. And if something else comes along, since she acted this way, maybe I'll just cut her out the next time. So you got to be careful. No burning bridges. That's just manifesting nasty. We don't manifest nasty here. So the next day after he called me and said, we're back on, it's been back on. And things are going well. So you just never know. In the next 2 weeks, I may have an announcement. And and if I don't have an announcement in the next 2 weeks, I'm here until I do. And that's how I look at it. Have I been working on manifesting for a while? Yes. But you know what? I look back, and the reason why it's taken a while is because I was planning on going to a place I really shouldn't have been, as an estate. I was planning on going to a particular state, going to a different area, buying a home where I didn't even know from a whim. From a whim. And it was all ow, sissy fingernails, Angel. And it's all about when you ask the universe for help, you better be prepared to get it. Because sometimes your answer is going to be no answer. And you have to look deep down within and think, why is this happening? Is it something that I did? Or am I not supposed to be involved with that person? Or am I not supposed to be involved with this? Or is this something that is I'm waiting right now? Because the moment that I realized that I had some people that I had to get out of my life, not in a bad way, they're not bad people, just drag me down, just not supposed to be around them. Wish them well, thank you very much, goodbye. When I realized that, and then I thought, oh, do I want to go to this particular place because of a certain reason? Or, and that's how you have to think about it. So if you're not getting what you want, you have to think about why. You have to think about, because when you ask for help, it's just like asking for wisdom and understanding. You may not get what you want. The understanding part, the wisdom's part may be kicking in. You may not get what you want on your way to getting to what you want. So be cautious, because God and the universe does not step in until you ask. Get it? And when you ask, you can't back up and take it back. As in, God, I need your help right now. This situation is overwhelming me. I've done the best I can. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to wait to hear from you. And 15 seconds later, you got on the phone. Hello, Madge. Yeah, this situation has got me down. What, Madge? Oh, you think I should do this or this? Oh, I didn't think about that. Maybe I will. So you take Madge's advice. Then it makes it worse than what it was. Then you get back on the phone with Jewel and you say, Jewel, Madge gave me this stinky idea. Oh, yeah, she was never that smart to begin with. Oh, you think I should do this and this and this? Okay, I'll try that. And before you know it, you've got Madge, Jewel, Gertie, all these people. And the next thing you know, what you've asked for, you're not getting. And then you look up and you said, God, where have you been? Where are you? I asked. And if God could look down at you and go, you want me to help you, you ask me, and then you get on the phone and you ask Madge and Gertie and Jewel and all these people, and you try what they, and you don't trust me, I'm just going to sit back here and I'm just going to wait until you come to your senses, until you have wasted enough time, till you understand where you are in life. So you got to be, when you are manifesting. Okay, so Jamie Z, let's get with you. Hi there, Jamie Z. Gotta say I'm bummed. I didn't get a notice, and I had no idea where there was a live. I've been really trying to always be here. My darling, you know what? And this is what you got to do. You've got to, when you go into subscribe, this is on your phone. This is on any of your other, any YouTube channel. If you want notifications, you have to set them on every device that you watch. If you watch on your TV, you have to set a notification there. If you do it on your phone, if you do it on your iPad, if you do it on your computer, whatever you do, that's number one. Number two, subscribe. There's a little menu, and it usually is personalized. And when it's personalized, you ain't going to get it. You have to do all, you have to press all notifications. But the good thing is this, don't be too bummed. You're here right now, my darling, and you can always go back and start from the beginning and watch there. So it's not, at least you're here. At least you know. At least you know. That's what this is all about. So the invitation for you today, my darling, is, pardon me, have to have a tank. Sorry, I'm old school. You drink, you wipe your mouth a little bit. So, my darlings, the idea is, look, and I've messed up my mask. The idea, my darlings, is this. Start manifesting. What's holding you back? If you've got 5 grains of rice, by golly, do it. Put it, if you don't have a bowl, do it in a cup. If you don't have a cup, make a paper bowl. You're not cooking it. Yes, my darling. You have to do it on all, but I need to do it on my TV. I like watching live, so I. Yes, well, we're so glad that you're here. We like meeting you too. Yes, I am still on my antibiotics. This is the 3rd round. I'm still on the antibiotics, and they're now 3 changes of antibiotics, but now everything is a-okay. And I'm taking them all the way to the end. So I've had a lot of good help as far as medically is concerned. So thank you for asking. You could, a box. You can use a box. It's your box. It's your gig. If you know what? If you just have a little jar like this was my original rice jar, and I keep this out here because I think it had mushrooms or something like that in it. I washed it out and I use it. Got a little bit of label left. It's okay. If you don't have a jar, if you don't have a bowl, just use the jar and take the lid off. But be able to stir this up, like when you go, stir it up, keep your intentions going. Touch it, keep your intentions going. Let it be. Use a gift box. Use it. Do whatever you need to do. Do whatever you need to do to make it happen. There you go, Martha. Look at her. Look at her go. Now, I'm going to do something because you sent me these glasses. Thank you. And I've just been wanting to try these on so much that I'm going to do it right now. And here we go. Oh, it's got the little sticker here. So now, hold on. I got to take the sticker off if I can get it off. Now you know that I have 1.25 vision. Here we are. There we go. Got to be careful because you don't want to scratch the lens. That would be bad girl. These are the blue glass. Okay, let's see what these look like. Ready? Oh, these are pretty. Look at this. Hello. These are nice. I like these. Now, if you like the glasses, you can go over to the, thank you. You can go over to the wish list in my Amazon wish list, and they are there. There's several colors, several pairs. Thank you. And you can get them for yourself. That's what it's all about. There's all kinds of different There's all kinds of different. I don't need glasses, but I just need. So, okay, here's the black pair. Here's the black pair. Ready? Here we are. Oh. No, I like these too. Hello. Hello. I work in the library. What do you think? I don't know which ones I like better. I like them all. But I look like I work in a library. Hello. I'm a librarian. I love them all. Okay, so here we are. Focus, focus. The nice thing about it, it came with a little cloth that comes with those little baggy things, that you keep them in. Thank you very much. Thank you. I like the black pair. They look, I guess when I do my Zoom calls and everything else, I got to have the black pair on because it makes me look serious. Thank you so much. I thought so. So I'm going to keep purchasing these. I like the other ones, but I need a red pair. The red pair that I have is a little too Sally Jesse Raphael, if you know what I mean, like, so thank you so much, Valerie Bertinelli. Tammy, you're so funny. And you know what? I'm looking at myself right now, and it's this hair. It's that part right here. It's that one day at a time, and the button nose. That's all it is. Valerie, it's one day at a time. There we go. Uh-oh. And there's Sam. There is Sammy wanting to play with things on my desk, and she's just going to have to. Anyway, my darlings, thank you, Miss Jewel. Thank you, thank you. I've always made this, Sam. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I've always had this thing that if you do your hair and your makeup, you could wear a feed, my grandmother would say, a feed bag, and you would look good. Here's the black ones again. I kind of like these black ones, so I'll put the black ones on. Hello. I'm ready to be here to close on some corporate deals. Tell me all about it. Courtney says, now I'm singing the One Day at a Time theme song. The mother in that show bothered me. Why? I wasn't a real fan of Mama. I don't know why. Is she still even around? I got to tell you this. Sam Kelly, hello. I gotta ask you this. You guys are gonna laugh. I found someone on the Talkie Tick, and I did not even believe who she's from the 80s. I used to watch her. How many remember Susan Powder? Remember Susan Powder? Remember, stop the insanity, Susan Powder. Susan Powder. How many cats do I have? I have 6 cats that just turned on the printer. I used to have 10. I rescued, and I've lost 4. And they are sorely missed. Yes, Susan Powder. Stop turning on the printer, sister. She has to have these wild moments. Yes, Susan Powder. I saw her, and I'm like, girl. She probably thinks, oh, there's a nut bag. I'm like, girl. And she's 2 years older than I am. Look her up. I thought I was older than her. But she was always, stop the insanity. And she would say, I would rather eat 40 baked potatoes than. And the man I was married to then was the Navy commander. What did you do to the printer, sister? And girl, I lost 80 pounds after 2 kids to Susan powder. Did you? Really? Did you just do the indoor walking? What did you do? The walking indoors? Is that what you did? Because that's what she was known for. So I wrote her a message and I said, girl, I used to watch you in the 80s. Hello. I loved you. And she had a lot of controversy come up back then. And she just kind of fell by the wayside and went away. Oh, yeah, she got on my nerves. But she was effective. And I had all of her tapes. I did good. I mean, I did great. I mean, I don't know if she still have stuff on the tube. I don't know. But she said something to me that did the full workout. Okay, got it. She said something, not to me, hello. She said something on the talkie tick that made a lot of sense. And she said, oh, Joy, my darling, well, you can overcome this. Charge your medication. Go for it. Charge the water. Let physician heal thyself, is what the word says. There's my girl. Yeah, had to write. Yeah. So she's the one with the short blonde. She still has her hair like this. In the 1990s, Powder's wellness program sold $50 million annually, but she reveals to people she's been struggling to survive. She lives in Las Vegas now. She's been struggling to survive. Now Powder, 66, has written a memoir and is ready to relaunch her fitness. Listen, she looks great. She's got some tats on her. Okay, you go for it. But she was telling about how she started. Now, here's what impressed me. Because listen, I can't go on the tube. I can't go on the talk or the book of faces or anything else without saying, oh, you're doing it wrong. You need to be taking this product and you're doing it wrong. You need to be using a kettlebell. You need to be jumping. You need to be bouncing. We have a jump rope. You need to be doing this. And, I watch them sometimes because I think, what? And listen, back in the 60s, I remember this, 1960s. Yes, I was alive then. Back in the 1960s, my mother and grandmother, they had these little boxes of these little caramel type things. Oh yeah, the walking vests, the weights. I'm sick of seeing it all. I don't want to look like a skinny little bird. I know women my age that their hands, listen, I don't have the filter on tonight. I want you to know this. What you see is me, no filter. Those are my hands. Y'all see my hands in the videos. I'm real particular about hands. You do this to your hands. You go up this way. Sometimes people wash their hands and they do this. No. You do this way. Anyway, she said, it is so annoying. Thank you. It is so annoying because all these fad things work maybe for a short time. And when I found out, she said, all these big diet gurus, big education, what I found out was that oxygen melts fat. And that makes so much sense. And she said, you hear these people 10,000 steps, and you have to do this, and walking machines, and these vibrating machines, and this stuff, and this, that, and this, and that. And she said, just walk, move. She said, if you can't walk, move. Put good music on for 30 minutes and just move. Your body will then start acclimating. And I was so impressed I had to listen to this story. But yes, I was telling you about these caramels. And you know what the caramels were called? AIDS. AIDS. They had the little chocolate caramel things, and you ate them with a hot drink. I don't know what they did, but my mother went through box after box of them. We weren't allowed to eat them. That and the Dexatrim thing. But yeah, it's those plates that you stand on, and they, you've got to drain your lymphs. So you know what? I'm engrossed in her story now. And she's telling about she weighed 260 pounds when she had her babies. And she said, I woke up one day and I knew I was losing my marriage. I knew that things were bad. And I thought, I just got to get out of here. I just got to take a walk. And she said, I couldn't do it because I was too heavy. So she said, I put my baby in the back so I could see in the backyard, and I would walk to the front yard, and then I would walk back. And I felt so good about walking. I wasn't thinking about, am I going to get rid of some of these poundages? And she said, before you knew it, I couldn't wait to get up every day and just start walking. And before you knew it, I started having to buy other clothes. And she said, if you cannot think, oh my God, I've got to do 5,000 steps, I got to go 10,000 steps, I've got to do this, and it becomes a chore, then you won't do it. And you know what? She's right. And it fits in with this manifestation, law of attraction thing. It fits in with that, all that stuff. The shaking tables, the kettlebells, the hula hoops, majorette stuff. You walk, whatever. Please. Dexatrim. Oh my God, my back. I tried that one time a long time ago, years ago, when I was getting divorced. And my back ached so bad because it was making my kidneys work overtime. I thought, okay. And I've got this rebounder that I bought during the Karen Reed trial so I could watch and read. Listen, that thing is good, but you better make sure that when you're done, that because you can't walk when you're done, only because your body is still jumping. So I love the hula hoops, but I got to tell you this. It makes me stop and think about things when we were 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Look back at the movies. You don't see overweight. You don't see obese. And it's because we didn't have the fast food. We didn't have pop. We didn't have fast food. We ate at home, maybe a TV dinner every now and then. Hello. Maybe a few chips on Friday night with a little glass of pop. And that's what we were allowed to have. Mainly it was water. Mainly it was milk. But I would tell you something. And I've my former son-in-law was Hispanic. And he said, Mom, I'm going to do the accent because I can't talk without him. Mom, all you have to do is you have to dance like my mother does. Really? How does your mother dance? He says she does the moringa. And you should see his mother. And she's older than me. And she's got a waist like this. Hello. And I want you to think, look back at the beach body blanket bingo, whatever movies. Remember those? Why were those girls looking so good? Because all they did was do a little bit of the twist and work the whole core from under your arms clear down to your knees. And I thought, oh, now that's interesting. And you knew that that's what you were doing. They were doing because all the girl shapes were alike. So they would dance alike and doing that, come on, baby, that thing. So there's something on the talkie tick, the twister. Well, look at me in my chair. And that's what I started doing because I sit too long behind my chair. So you know what I do? See this chair? See this chair, how it twists? That I got a piece of tape on the back because the cats get up there and make biscuits. So look at this. My legs go one way and I go the other. So why am I telling you all this? Why am I telling you all this? Because sometimes we have to get back to basics. If you're trying to manifest any type of that type of thing, get back to wait. I was just telling Mrs. Marie before we came on here. Do you remember Raquel Welch? Holy mackerel. She was my spirit animal. I'm not kidding. I always said I wanted to look like Raquel Welch. I don't care. I don't care. Give me the wigs. Give me the... She was gorgeous. And in her later years, she gained weight and she wore the body stuff. She wore body stuff. And the whole thing about that, in the body shaper, she wore the body shapers. And I saw her on a talk show one time. Oh my gosh, stunning. And she said, look, I made my mind up that right? She is my spirit animal. I'm telling you. I want to look like Raquel Welch. I used to wear wigs a long time ago. And she basically said, look, I do a waist exercise. I sit and I twist the waist. I wear body shapers because I'm not going to be older and I'm not going to lose a bunch of weight and I'm not going to look like I'm not going to have extra skin bagging and tagging, and I don't want my hands looking like an old crow. I'm here for that. So there you go. Thank you, Melissa. So you know what, ladies and gents, ladies and germs, right? Who said that? Ladies and gents. Let's get back to the basics. Hello. Because that stuff works. You know why they sell all this stuff on the talkie tick? Listen, you start falling for all the prebiotics, probiotics, postbiotics, all the nonsense. And you know what is happening? Who really benefits? Because that stuff ain't cheap. So that's the idea. And I think sometimes the manifestation, when you're looking for something, you've got to get back to basics. Confirmation from the universe and Shaggy Noodle. You got to get back to the basics. You got to look at yourself and you got to think, what is it that's going to work for me? Not what is it that somebody else says is going to work for me. Because believe me, my darlings, everything that I have ever tried, like Weight Watchers and some of those other things, I was on Weight. I'm just going to tell you this. I went to Weight Watchers when I was with the Navy commander. I was thin then. But the Navy commander basically told me, well, if you ever get overweight or heavy, I will divorce you. Well, I didn't wait until I got overweight or heavy. I just divorced him anyway. But anyway, that's another story. But I went to Weight Watchers, and I went with a girlfriend, and you know what we did? We go to Weight Watchers, we do all this stuff, and we go across the street to Friendly's and get a hot fudge sundae. Because that stuff, right? It didn't matter. It didn't matter. You have to do what works for you. You have to find what works for you. You have to find what works for you. And that is exactly what I'm talking about, shedding yourself with people, keeping people doing whatever you need to do. If people don't fit in with you, you got to find out, what is it? Got to find out, what is it? So Susan Powder inspired me not to do anything but to be true to myself and not think, oh my God, I've got to be doing this. Oh my God, I've got to be buying this product. I've got to be buying that. I've got to be buying a kettlebell, and I've got to jump, and I've got to this, and I've got to that. Okay, hold on. You can read it. I got a continuation reading because I don't fully understand the one I got. I'm going to tell you in a nutshell. There will be somebody that is able to come along. You just have to wait. That's it. That's what it is in a nutshell. Because if you're getting another one, you may not understand the new one anyway, a continuation. Because that's how it is. That's what it is in a nutshell. That will happen for you. You just have to wait. That's it. It's all about manifesting, my darling. It's all about that. So it's all good. It's all good. Because I know I'm not going to mention in here because it's private. But I know what you're wanting and why and who you want it for. And that will happen, but it's going to take a little bit of time, and you've got to manifest your way through it and wait through it, because a follow-up reading won't be able to explain it, because it'll probably be the same thing. So just hang in there. It's going to happen. So for those of you, because you know what, I'm just going to be frank to you. I wouldn't mind losing. There's some things that I need to, but because of my age, I want to be in good shape. But I don't want to look like a scrawny bird. I don't want my hands to look like Poe's feet. I told my son the other day, you know how you do it? God, make my hand like the other. You don't want to do that. And then you're so unhappy with yourself because you can't fix that after it happens. And I know women that have that they are so unhappy that they've lost a bunch of weight, thinking that it's going to make them so happy. And then other things are happening. And you got to take your time so nothing sags and bags, so everything is A-okay. And it may not be so much changing, it just may be changing your attitude. That's it. I was a dancer years ago. Lord, I was in probably the best shape of my life. Then I got married. Then I had to work for a living. But you know what? It doesn't mean that I can't dance now because I love to dance. I don't care. I don't need a partner. I don't need to put it on the talkie tick. It means you have to be true to yourself. And that's why when you are manifesting, you do everything that is true for yourself. That's why I brought up Susan Powder. That's why I brought up take a minute, take a breath, step back and say, oh, what can I be true to myself? What do I really like? Do I want to eat olives stuffed with blue cheese? And you know what, my darlings, this is what I'm going to say. Donna Adelson, I'm going to bring her up. Donna Adelson, she had a life worth living. But as an example, from a manifestation standpoint, it wasn't good enough. She came from the school of it wasn't good enough. It wasn't to her liking. It wasn't good enough. And look what she did. And you know what? The moment that I was watching that on EDB, you all know who EDB is. The moment that I was watching that on EDB, she says, this Annie friend or whomever, yes, entitled is correct, says, oh, wow, we had a gourmet dinner club. I want a gourmet dinner club. Why would you leave that? Why would you mess your life up to go unalive somebody because you are not happy? Stop it. Now look where you are. Your dinner club, my darling Donna, is 3 trays a day and whatever you can get on commissary for the rest of your born days. You ain't getting out. You're caged like an animal because you acted like one. And not like this animal, a monster. But money doesn't do that. Money doesn't do that. I don't want you to say that money doesn't do that. Money doesn't do that. I've had a lot of money in my life. I know many people who are millionaires and close to a billionaire. And they never acted like that. It's not the money. The money was her weapon. Think about that. The money, it's her attitude. Because money, this right here, oh, look at the rice. I'm telling you, this rice is all over the bloody, this little piece of money right here, yes, I know I dumped it on us, Sam. This little money right here doesn't have any emotion. When I put it down, it's not going to be sorry. It's not going to cry when I leave it. It's not going to be feeling bad if I go and put it in the bank. And it's not going to be hurt if I go spend it down at the Dollar Tree. And it's not going to be like, oh my God, she left me, she spent me. Donna weaponized her money. And that's the problem. That's the problem. But I want a club. I want a club. So I'm just going to tell you this, okay? You have to be true to yourself, and you have to understand the motivation, because one of the reasons that having a particular lifestyle, as in changing the way you look, takes dedication. Dedication. Takes dedication. And that's the most important thing about this whole thing. Because it's just like this. I manifested the cheeks. Look at my old videos. You won't see them. You can change things. All is well. I'm glad that Rob got away from his family too. Anyway, we're getting off on this. So, my darlings, I'm not going to be doing a lunch live this week, but we will be going live again on Thursday night. Okay? Thursday night, live again. And that is Help I'm Haunted. And Saturday night, we will be live again. We're going to be talking about the crime that happens this week because there's more crime coming. We know it. The crime that happens this week is Saturday night, and you don't know who's going to pop in, where, when, and how. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We'll do some EVPs on Saturday night. If we have time on Thursday, I'm going to be telling stories, but we're gearing up. Let me see how many more we have to go until October is here. My darlings, we have 2 more Help I Am Haunted until October is here. 2 weeks and a day. 2 weeks and a day is October. And then get ready. It's going to be Witches' Bells. It's going to be trivia night on Dark Shadows. We may have another movie trivia night. We're going to have a lot of fun. We may have some scary makeup tutorials. We may, my gosh, you just don't know. We'll have some giveaways. We're going to do a lot of things. So there we go. So get ready. Get ready. And don't forget your favorite grifting psychic up here, because listen, and I'm teasing, but I want to thank each and every one of you for sending these magnificent gifts to me. They are fantabulous. Thank you so much. And you are absolutely correct. The universe knows your name. It knows my name. We are ready to go. And I'll say hello to Susan Powder. Let me see. We've got some other here. Oh, look at this. Miss Jules. Hello. 10 Lady Zelda memberships. Welcome to all of those who YouTube has designated to be a member now. And remember, keep up your memberships because it helps to keep this channel going. Thank you so much. And you just never know what we're going to do as a live. And I think when I do my makeup tutorials, I'm probably going to do members only because, a little personal there. Kat Randall, thank you so much. Became a YouTube member. Thank you. Thank you. And don't forget the YouTube on the memberships on True Oracle. Next Sunday, we're going to be reading cards. We got a lot to do. We got a lot to do. We just got a lot to do. What's that song? I just heard that song. Eastbound and down. Remember that song? Remember that old song? Loaded up and trucking. We're gonna do what they can't say can't be done. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch your bandit run. Remember that song? Oh, I love that song. The universe knows your name. All right, my darlings. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. And I want to thanks to the mods. Wait, hold on. Elizabeth has been a member for 12 months. Thank you so much for that, my darlings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to my beautiful, wonderful mods. Thank you for being here, hanging out. Good night, Valerie. Thank you so much. Yeah, I may send her a picture. If any of you screenshot it, let's send Valerie pictures and say, listen, because I think I'm 2 years younger than she is. She's my sister's age. So that would that not be a gas? Let's manifest Valerie Bertinelli. Let's do that. Let's send her a picture and say, listen, we've got a soul sister here. Hello. Soul sister, go sister. So anyway, this is the noodle boy, the shaggy noodle. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. Look at this. I'm getting kissed already by this man. This is the man I like to be. So anyway, my darlings, be safe. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. I'm trying to think what outro I should give you. What should we do? What outro do you guys like? What outro? What should we do? I think she would come on. She looks fantastic. I just love her. He is a handsome fella. He's my buddy. And he makes sure that he can you hear him purring? Wait a minute. Mommy's man. The lady from the back. The lady from the back. You mean, is it the one where she's writing and there's Poe and the lightning and all that going on? Is that the one you're thinking about in the fireplace? Or Shaggy's a talker? Shaggy's a talker. Or what outro? What outro are you talking about? Yes, that one? Okay. There you go. I'm doing it for you, Groovy Cheryl. There you go. There you go. Love it so much. So, my darlings, you know what to do. Thank you so much for being here. Just love you guys to pieces. And here you go, by special request. And thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all soon. Have a great week and manifest a bunch of stuff. I want to know about it. And thanks again for the gifts. Shaggy and the rest of us are here to say thank you so much. And we'll see you very soon. Bye.